How's it going, brosos, elders and younglings? This is Shade here. Welcome back to this layout again that we're doing to do reviews on things and share my collection with you. Basically, that's what I'm doing. Today, I am sharing my PS3 collection with you. I'm not doing a massive amount of my collection. I've got, I think, about 200 games for my PS3 collection. Now, understand I'm only like 24, so don't expect like me to have billions games. I've got, I don't know how many PS4 games now, but I'm kind of more focused on that now rather than collecting for the PS3. I may go back to it, I don't know, but at the moment, because PS4's the now in console and like 2019 is going to be like the best time to buy games. Like, you've got Days Gone coming up, you've got Rage 2, you've just had things like Sekiro. I think that's how you say it. I'm not great with Japanese games, they're kind of difficult for me to say. Far Cry New Dawn, Kingdom Hearts 3, you got Rage 2 coming out later. Did I say Rage 2? I think I did. I'm not sure. But there's plenty of games coming out, and there's been plenty of games that have been out. Devil May Cry 5, didn't say that. That's the game I was meant to say. But anyway, coming back to the PS3, what we're talking about today is 30 of my most favourite PS3 games. And the reason why I specifically chose 30 is because I couldn't choose. So I was like, should I do a top 10? Damn, there's more than 10 that I like. Should I do a top 20? Damn, there's more than 20. But oh well, so we're going to get straight into it. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like if you do. Don't forget to let me know in the comments below if you want me to do any more things like this. I've got PS1 games, PS2 games, GameCube games, PS4 games, some Xbox 360 games are my flatmates, but I could just pinch them anyway and say that they're mine because I played the Xbox 360 before the PS3. I started playing the PS3 in 2011? No, it would have been before that. The year that Modern Warfare 3 came out is the year that I started playing PS3. So go search that up, find out. Maybe I'll put it on the screen somewhere saying what year I actually started. So we're going to go straight into it. We're gonna. I've got two piles here and two like special editions because that's the only way I can really show them. So my first one is Hitman Absolution. This is the special, the professional edition. Okay, so the game just came with like artwork and the game is inside here. There is also a figure, but there's no point in me showing that. Literally, this is just going to be talking about the game. The game is absolutely great. If you played any Hitman game, they're pretty much all the same. They just add new styles and ways of killing people. That is great. So I'll give like one of the opening scenes, basically, well, not scenes, but bits of gameplay. So you're walking up to like this garden area, I think, and you have to come out to a ledge. You walk along the ledge a little, and then you're listening to this guy on the phone, and he's talking about how the doctor contacted him and that he doesn't have cancer anymore and that he's going to live, or he survived some operation or something like that. I can't remember. But then literally a second later, you pull him out the window and chuck him down into the abyss below because you're right on the edge of this cliff face. So bit ironic that you're just sitting there going, oh yeah, I'm fine, woo, and then just get thrown out the window. So that's Hitman Absolution. 100% would get this. If you've got a PS3 collection, you don't get it, 100%. Also, go for the professional edition. I think it's only about 40 quid now. It's not expensive at all. Moving on, what stack shall I go for? Let's go for this one. So we got Far Cry 3. The reason why I chose Far Cry 3 out of on the PS3 is, well, there's Far Cry 2, Far Cry 3, Blood Dragon, and Far Cry 4. The reason why I didn't choose Far Cry 4 is because you can get it on the PS4 now, and I might put that on the PS4 list, but that's going to be kind of hard too because there's Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, New Dawn, and Primal, all on the PS4, and yeah, that's a bit mad. So I went with Far Cry 3 because of the storyline. The characters are great in it. The people getting high on drugs, finding mushrooms, the camp systems where you go and invade a camp was new to this game actually. Far Cry 2 never did anything like that, I don't think. It's been a long time since I played Far Cry 2, but besides that, the guns are great in the game, the story is great. Do you understand the meaning of sanity? I think is the main drive of this story. Trying to remember the guy's name. I really can't remember. Oh well. It's been a long time since I played Far Cry 3, and I really wish I actually got the I think DLC, the Season Pass DLC, to get it on the PS4, just so I could get it. So if you got a PS4 and you want to play this, I highly suggest it, and download it. If you haven't and you got a PS3, get this. Just works just the same. So yes, 100% get this. Up next, obviously, the Metal Gear Solid collection. If you haven't got this on the PS3, you need to go get it right now. You 100% do. So, I actually only played Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 on here. I never played Peace Walker because I just jumped straight to number 4. So, but also Peace Walker's control pattern changed. So instead of you can never crawl. You can never crouch. You can only crawl in Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. But in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, you can crouch, but you can't prone for some reason. I don't know. I might revisit the game. I don't know. But right now, I am playing Metal Gear Rising. That's why I haven't got this on this list, because I haven't actually played it. I don't know what the game is like, so yes, a bit late to the party there. But also I'm also playing God of War Collection 2, which is the PSP ports, which is Chains of Olympus, and I can't remember the other one, so don't worry about that. But either way, Metal Gear Solid 2, my absolute favourite Metal Gear Solid of all time. The Tanker Mission, always rememberable. Then Metal Gear Solid 3 would come after that. I never played Metal Gear Solid 1, and I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 5 because, well, I played Ground Zeroes, but I never played Phantom Pain because I've just been caught up with everything else. So maybe one day I'll actually play that. But Metal Gear Solid 2, great story. You get to play as Snake in the beginning of that tanker, and then after that you then play as a character called Raiden, which Raiden you play in Metal Gear Solid is it Metal Gear Solid Rising? I don't think it's Metal Gear Solid Rising. Revengeance, I think it is. I've got that screwed up, that's my bad. But you play Raiden in the new Metal Gear, well, it's not new, it's on the PS3, but either way, I'm rambling. Let's move on. Next up, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. The reason why I enjoy this game is because it just breaks the norm of a Resident Evil game. So normally Resident Evil you play as a protagonist that's against Umbrella. So Umbrella is the bad guys in this. But in this game, you play as Umbrella. So you get to play as, I think, 1 of 5 characters. Maybe 1 of 4, I'm not sure. But you get to play as them, and you go around in Raccoon City doing everything the opposite to the other Resident Evil games. So in Resident Evil 2 and 3, you get to play either as Jill, Leon, Claire, and then there's some other like protagonists that are there as well. But you are playing the antagonists, the ones that are chasing down the protagonists. So it kind of spices it up, but you still go up against the zombies and the bad guys. So you get to verse Nemesis again, you get to verse the Lickers, the zombies, everything like normal. It's just this story. So I think this story was actually to push the storyline more and basically give more backstory to Resident Evil and Umbrella itself. I think that's what this was based on. But I just enjoyed the game anyway. Literally, it was great. You just go around killing everything. That's basically it. And also, there's a character, I can't remember his name, but you would play as him. And oh, it's 1 of 6. On the back, it's got 6 characters. It's not 1 of 5, not 1 of 4, 1 of 6. But there is apparently 2 to 8 players online. So I think that's like 4v4 online. Never really did online. I only played the game in single player just because it was enjoyable that way. But the one character I always played, he was able to always go invisible. It was great. You just sneak up behind a zombie. Well, go invisible first, sneak up behind a zombie and just beat the shit out of it. That's it. Boom, done. Okay, up next, we're going to go this side again. We got Red Faction Armageddon. I think it's, yeah, Armageddon. Now, this game is brilliant. I can't remember the story because the only thing I really remember is the break-in system. So, in Battlefield, you would be basically, you would be able to blow up everything. Yeah, that's Battlefield for you. In this game, you can blow everything up and then rebuild it. So literally, right, you got a bridge in front of you. That bridge can be destroyed. You have an ability in this game. I think it's on his arm. The box art is ruined by some like paper, but on that arm there, he has the ability to rebuild what was destroyed. So, like I said, if there was a bridge and it was like split, he would be able to use this ability to rewind time, I guess, or it's like a construction tool. So the arm remembers what was there before and then replaces it. So yeah, it's a very cool feature, very cool game. I think I completed it, but it is so old I can't remember. It is now 8 years old. I probably played this like as of release, maybe after, and then I got rid of it, and then I got it again. That's why this one's got stuff all over it. Now this one's been on my channel before. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends. The reason why I wanted this is because it had Lubu on the front. I was like, yes, straight in with Lubu. I used to love playing the Dynasty Warriors games. There's a recent one that just came out, Dynasty Warriors 9. I haven't played it, haven't watched any gameplay of it. I just haven't really been interested in it. After I played this, I just lost my drive, I guess. And also I've got it on the PS4. If you want to get it on the PS4, it is classed as the Complete Edition. So instead of it just being Extreme Legends, it will be Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition. And you will have the Dynasty Warriors 8 game. So you'll have both of them. But the reason why I'm saying on the PS3 is because I played it on my YouTube channel through PS3. And I really enjoyed it. I drove the game home. I had like Lubu at level 98 before I lost my PS3 saves. That's a story for you in a bit. But yes, the game is hugely enjoyable. Good storyline, good battling system. It's a great hack and slash if you really want to be into that type of stuff. I highly recommend it. Also, alongside this, I would recommend the Samurai Warriors games. If you haven't played those, go check those out. You can get them on the PS4 as of now. I think they've released a new one, which is Samurai Warriors 4 Part 2. And you can literally just enjoy that. It's great. It's pretty much the same thing. So you got Dynasty Warriors and you got Samurai Warriors. Oh, and there's Oichi. Or Oichi. I don't know. Oichi Warriors? I don't know. That one's a hard one to remember because I've never really played it. Okay, a strategy game that I haven't actually played in a long time, and I really, really hope they bring it to PS4 or maybe a later system down the line, but that's the Command & Conquer series. This is Command & Conquer Red Alert 3. I don't know if this is... Yes, it is. So this is the Ultimate Edition, and basically it's got a reversible cover. So you can, if I do it right now, on the inside, well, so on the outside you've got this, like that. Oh no, this isn't the reversible cover, this is the, I guess, mini poster edition. So on the other one, there would be a reversible cover, so it would look like that, and then on the other one, it would be blue, and it would have Tanya here. I can't remember who she's called, but on this one, because it's the Ultimate Edition, you have the poster of the women in the game. Yes, you fanboys that like to watch women like look all hot and shit. Yes, I know the Russian girl doesn't look too great, but trust, in game, they look great. But these are actually, I think they're Playboy stars, but they're very nice in game. They're like, they just spice it up a little. It just adds a little flair to the game. But as most strategy games, you are facing top down. You control an army. You build the army. You just push through and destroy whoever is there. You've got to. This was also available to play online. I don't know if the servers are still up. The game was amazing. It twisted the stories from today. So basically, the Soviets go back in time to manipulate history and kill Albert Einstein. After that, they go back to the future and everything's changed. So the Soviets won the wars and the Allies lost. The Allies were still around, but after the Soviets won, the ones that came back from power was the rising sun, which is obviously Japan. Japan didn't attack the Allies, and after that, it's a totally new storyline. So the Soviets have to team up with the Allies, and then they go to war with the rising sun. Very cool storyline. I would highly recommend. Saints Row. Now, Saints Row is a great game. Don't diss it just because it looks really insane or like alienated or whatever. So Saints Row the 3rd was the one that I played the most. I haven't played Saints Row 4. I never played Saints Row 2, and Saints Row 1, I don't even know where to get that. So, but Saints Row the 3rd was so great that I blitzed the game, I completed it, I got the huge dildo, I got all the abilities, custom cars, looked for all the glitches. At one point, I think on this channel, or maybe my archive channel, I posted a video of my mate, Matthew, glitching out because it was showing, or on his screen it was saying that he was in the car, but on my screen it was just a car driving around on its own. And also I did another video back on my archive channel with my sister with this game, and it was literally just us talking, and she was asking what the hell the game was and things like that. It was great. So if you want to go check those out, they're on there, but I recommend Saints Row the 3rd out of all the Saints Row games. I may play Saints Row 4, but I don't know yet. Obviously, this is an easy one. Infamous. Infamous is such a great game, such a brilliant like story game because of the fact that you can choose two paths. So as you play as the protagonist, as you've noticed, I'm not really giving away much detail of what the games are and what the stories are. Like, I gave a little bit on Hitman, but I'm trying to keep the names back. I'm not giving it away. So as the protagonist in this game, you have two paths. You can either go as the good path, which is the blue path, or you got the bad path, which is the red path. So when you have a decision in front of you, you can choose to be good about it or bad. So there's a point with a train scene, I think in Infamous 1, and you can, I think this is right, but you can let the train be destroyed, or you can save the train, and then afterwards you can either be nice about the situation or bad about the situation, and that will affect the end of the game. So you can affect future events by being nice or being bad. It's the same in every Infamous game. So Infamous Second Son came out on the PS4. If you haven't got that, where have you been? Same with Infamous First Light. I think had the same sort of system. I did a couple of videos of First Light on this channel, so you can go back and check those out if you want. But Infamous, I would highly recommend. It's a great story. You can choose to be a hero or an anti-hero, it says on the back here. The free roaming is great because you have these special powers, but you can fly around with these special powers. It's really cool, and it's all based on electricity. It's very, very cool, very cool. Now this one's a no-brainer, but the very first Assassin's Creed. Now with this game, you can just play the game, and you don't have to worry about trophies. I know, right? So Assassin's Creed is what it is. You play as an assassin, you are part of a creed. This is the standard beginning of Assassin's Creed without all this huge open worlds. This has got a very small open world game. It's very enjoyable, and I would love to keep playing this over and over again. You play as a guy called Altair, and he is the genuine assassin. So he actually had his ring finger cut off, and he was the one that first found the Apple of Eden and tried to stop the whole world being destroyed by the Templars. So I highly recommend this. This is probably like £1 or £2 now, so easy game, easy life to find. Next up is Dead Island. Now, Dead Island 2 is still scheduled to come out. We haven't heard anything. Apparently, Jack Black is meant to be playing as one of the characters in it, I think. But the most surprising thing is he's just randomly brought out a YouTube channel, Jablinski Games. So, what are you doing, Jack Black? Like, are you going to be working on Dead Island 2? Or are you going to be actually uploading gameplay on Jablinski Games? Yeah, that's what I thought. Get your shit together. I ain't saying no more about this game. Jack Black is going to be in the next one. Just get Dead Island 2. Up next, Rage. Now, Rage 2 is going to be coming out. I already said this at the beginning of the video. Rage 2 is going to be amazing, but Rage 1 had everything new. Okay? The graphics are very, very simplistic. But there was a type of weapon that I'll never forget from this game. It's called the wing stick. And the wing stick is basically... it's like a boomerang, but you throw it, and you have like this processor in you that makes it come back even if it hits an enemy. So you can decapitate them, and it will still keep spinning, and it'll come back to you, which is pretty cool. It doesn't just stop and get stuck in their head. Obviously, they have limitations. I think you can use them about 4 times before they break. And the weapons in it are very cool. So you can have a shotgun with normal shotgun rounds. Then you can have them with like grenade launcher rounds. Or you can have them with, I think, like you can have a pistol with normal pistol rounds. But then you can have fat boy rounds. You can have a crossbow with an electric bolt. Oh, that was the first thing as well. When you watch the trailer, the first time I ever watched the trailer, you would have a crossbow and he went into a sewer and 2 guys were standing in the water and he shot at the water with the electric bolt and it electrified the water and killed them both. Very cool back for that time. I think it was like, how long ago was this? 2011 again. It seems like 2011 had some really good games. But that game is now 8 years old, and now they're finally making a Rage 2. If you haven't seen Rage 2, go check it out. Easy to find, just type in Rage 2. Okay, so Toy Story 3. Now you're probably thinking, why? After all these games, why? Toy Story 3 is great. I love the Toy Story games, and this is the best Toy Story game. I played Toy Story, I think it was like Buzz Lightyear game in hospital when I had an operation on my stomach, and I enjoyed that. That was on the PS1, but here we are, PS3, Toy Story 3, and I love the Toy Story stories, but Toy Story 3 actually has you playing as Woody going through the game or the story of Toy Story 3. And then there's another part in the game where you can build your own toy box. and it is really, really cool. You get to build your little town. You get to have vehicles from the movies in the game. You get to go up against Zerg. You can do all these missions, like you got One-Eye Pork Chop, and I think it's Mr. Potato. I can't remember his bad guy name, but still, it is a very, very good game. Very enjoyable. I would highly recommend it. This one actually cost me £12 at the time, so I don't know how long ago that was, but highly recommend Toy Story. Okay guys, so I've just looked back at the footage and you've probably wondered why I've cut right here. I accidentally made this 50 minutes long. I shouldn't have done 30 games, I shouldn't have spoken as much as I did, so I've split this into 2 videos. So this was part 1, and I will upload part 2 as soon as possible, but hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and favorite if you did. Don't forget to subscribe to Come Broho, LD Youngling today. Thank you for all the support as per normal, and I will see you in the next episode, where I will do the rest of the games. So, sorry about that. I'll see you all later.